Who were the Nightsisters of Dathomir? These witches were no strangers to the dark side and its abilities. From their incredible arcs in the Clone Wars to Merrin in the Star Wars Jedi series, and now Morgan Elsbeth in the Ahsoka series. Their abilities are far beyond what most can comprehend in a galaxy far away. And now, with new information in the foreseeable future, it's only going to get crazier. There are free lightsaber codes hidden in this video, so stick around and pay attention if you want a free lightsaber. The Nightsisters were a clan of Force-sensitive witches who resided on the planet Dathomir. Dathomir was a harsh and isolated world located in the Outer Rim territories of the galaxy. The Nightsisters' connection to the Force was unique and distinct from the Jedi and Sith traditions. They practiced a dark and ancient form of magic known as Dathomirian magic or Nightsister magic. The Nightsisters got their magic from the ichor of the depths of Dathomir itself. This ichor would manifest into the green mist we're all so accustomed to seeing being used by the Nightsisters. These powers could transform people into ghost-like figures, make objects appear from nowhere, and in the most dire of times, reanimate the dead. These witches also had a talent for being able to tame rancors. While most notably being known as Nightsisters, they were also known as the Witches of Dathomir or the Daughters of Dathomir. The origin of the Nightsisters is not known for certain. The most common story is of Aelia. Aelia was a female Jedi who was exiled from the Order on the planet Dathomir. It was said that she was the first to teach the ancient witches to wield the Force. Although the Jedi have no records of Aelia, the Nightsisters have varying stories of their inception. One certain thing is Aelia wrote the Book of Law, which depicted the Jedi in a negative light, resulting in the witches' distrust of the Jedi. While the Book of Law was what most Nightsisters lived by, there were two deities that some worshipped. The deity of life and fertility was the winged goddess, while the fanged god was the god of death and the hunt. Now it may be surprising, but the Nightsisters did not celebrate death. They only saw it as an inevitable part of life. The graveyards of the Nightsister mimicked that of the plant life on Dathomir. The pods hung from structures made of shells, animal skins, and bones. The burial pods hung from these structures, resembling a fruit hanging from a tree. The bodies of the deceased Nightsisters were mummified, giving them the look that they have when we see them in Star Wars media. There's no denying that seeing them for the first time in Fallen Order, you never swung a lightsaber so fast. The Nightsisters were led by a powerful witch called the Mother. One of the most notable leaders of the Nightsisters was Mother Talzin. Under her leadership, the Nightsisters formed a matriarchal society and gained a reputation for their dark and mystical abilities. They practiced their magic in a cave called Witch's Horn. Young women who desired to join the ranks of the Nightsisters had to undergo training to learn how to control their magic. The final test of this was for a Nightsister to use the dark side to overpower the sleeper. Once control over the creature was achieved, they had then to bring back a part of its body to be added to the water of life, which was critical to the Nightsisters' magic. The most important part of this trial was not allowing oneself to give in to the darkness fully. Throughout their history, the Nightsisters often kept to themselves, but they occasionally interacted with the wider galaxy. They have formed an alliance with Count Dooku during the Clone Wars, providing him with assassins and sorcery. One of the most prominent characters associated with the Nightsisters is Asajj Ventress. She was originally a Nightsister, but was taken from her clan by the criminal Hal Stead. There he sent her to the planet of Ratatak, where she served as a slave. When her master was killed, she was discovered by Jedi Kai Narek. Kai took Asajj on as his apprentice, where they defended the people of Ratatak. Kai Narek was eventually killed by pirates, leaving Asajj on her own yet again. Through the pain of her loss, she eventually gave into the dark side. Dooku eventually found her and began training her as his Sith apprentice. However, she was eventually betrayed by Dooku and sought vengeance against him. Ventress returned to her Nightsister roots, seeking assistance from her people. Dooku's betrayal of Ventress led to the Nightsisters' involvement in galactic conflicts. The Nightsisters used the Night Brother Savage Opress to help Asajj attempt to assassinate her former master. Using their magic, they increased his anger, size, and power. But this resulted in one of the many failed attempts that Asajj made on Count Dooku's life. The Nightsisters faced their downfall when Count Dooku saw them as a threat and orchestrated an attack on Dathomir. Dooku's forces, the Separatist droid army led by General Grievous, assaulted the planet of Dathomir. The massacre resulted in the near extinction of the Nightsisters, with Mother Talzin going into hiding. The Nightsisters' legacy continued through characters like Asajj Ventress, who survived the massacre and continued to play a significant role in the Clone Wars. Mother Talzin's spirit and influence persisted in various ways after her death. The Nightsisters' unique Force traditions left a lasting impact on the galaxy, even though their physical presence was greatly diminished. Let us know down in the comments below what is your favorite aspect of the Nightsisters, and make sure you guys hit that like button, and as always, may the Force be with you.